Hey guys, it's Marissa. So normally I have been filming outside, but it's raining. So I'm trying to figure out where to film this video. And in this video it is going to be husband tag. Yay! I'm gonna save my part 2 Q&A for another day, and I'm just gonna do this because I have stuff to show you. Alright, so don't mind the background noise. Like I said, I'm normally outside, but it's raining, or was raining, and I don't want to be in the rain. I came home, the usual, except my husband's home today because he doesn't have work. And he told me, I knew she wouldn't notice, and I said, what are you talking about? And so he told me to close my eyes, and I did. And then he walked out of the room, and I was holding Tatum, and she was crying because whatever, she cries. And he told me to open my eyes, and he had this beautiful bouquet of flowers, pink flowers, roses, carnations, some other ones that I'm not sure of. I think that's an orchid. I'll show you in a minute, but it was so pretty and super thoughtful. And he sent me a note too, and he got me this little monkey. Oh, isn't it cute? This is the bouquet. I like the round vase. And then, those are orchids, right? I'm not sure. But roses, carnations, all that jazz. And then the card he got me, if I can get it out. Let's see. There we go. When God asks what I loved most about life, I'll say you. I thought that was sweet. So, that was the nice surprise that I came home to from my hubby. So nice and thoughtful. And it put a smile on my face. So, yeah. Alright, here goes the husband tag. Hi everybody. Okay, this is the husband tag video. This is my husband, Scott.
What's up?
We are doing this in my mom's dining room because we currently don't have our apartment still, and there's no separate room in the house to actually make videos. So we're just gonna do it here. It's raining. I explained that in the video, yes. It is raining. Okay, so husband tag. I'm not exactly sure how it works, so I'm just gonna talk a little bit, I think, of how it's supposed to go. Pretty sure we're supposed to talk about how we met or whatever and all that lovey-dovey crap. Okay, so
I bought you online.
he didn't buy me online. He found me online. Explain that. How did you find me online?
I was talking to a friend I knew in Ohio, and
He's from Ohio.
I am from Ohio. I'm from Columbus.
We're in Michigan right now.
I was talking to a friend, and she knew a friend that knew a bunch of people from West Michigan, and you were one of them. And I liked you the best, so I picked you.
That's it. No. Yeah. He had a friend who had a new friend, whatever, and somehow it got back to me, basically, and the first time
I took one look at you, and you were the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, and I had to talk to you, and I had no idea how to talk to her. It was rough.
Yeah, it was very rough. What'd you say?
I put a post on your wall on Facebook. I tagged you and said that you were secretly a boy.
Yes, that is how the first thing he ever said to me, people.
I'm such a romantic.
He really is, but at that time I didn't think he was romantic. I thought he was being an asshole. So, I hope I can say asshole on YouTube.
I'm sure you'll get away with it.
I'm sure I will. Okay, so that's how we met, and then we didn't start dating until a few months after.
I think I met you right after your 18th.
So, didn't we know each other like 6 months before, or something?
4.
Before we started dating?
3.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that. Okay,
Seems
well,
like it's been longer.
yeah, okay, well, I guess it was only 3 months, and We had an online relationship, and I was supposed to, okay, hang on, back it up. I was in college at the time. I went to Grand Valley, even though probably people don't know what it is, whatever. But, I went to Grand Valley, and over my spring break, I was going to go down to Ohio and visit him for the first time ever. And the day before, the day before, I chickened out and said, you know what, I can't come down, I'm sorry, I just don't feel right about it.
So I got
and he was, stop. He acted like he was fine about it. He's like, oh, I get it, baby, it's okay. And he texted me, you bitch, I hate you, something, something.
Yes, I
can't keep doing this. When is the first time, or when was our first kiss, our first date, anything? And he basically ended it. And then, I went kind of psycho, and I was like commenting on every one of his posts, like, you're an ass, blah, 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 whatever, like, nope, you don't love me. And he claims that he was regretting his decision, and he was going to ask me back out, but after he saw me acting like one of his other ex-girlfriends, he called me a psycho bitch, and that was it. So, what did I do? I came home from Grand Valley, and
this is the best part. It's great.
I looked at my mom and said, I'm going to my friend's house. And she's like, okay. It was 10 o'clock at night, too. So she's like, this is really random. I'm like, it's okay. I'm just going to go over to my friend's house. And I did go to a friend's house. And he was 15 at the time. 14?
Younger than that.
14 or 15. 14 or 13.
I think he was 13.
13 or 14. I'm going to say 14 because that sounds better in my defense. Family friend. And we took my mom's car to Ohio. We drove all the way from Michigan to Newark, Ohio.
So what do you think?
I drove throughout the night because he couldn't drive. My little friend Cody, that's his name. Hi, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
And yeah, I stole my mom's car to prove to this
400
guy
long miles.
6 hours to prove to this guy that I loved him.
And I come home from work after a 12-hour shift.
Yes, and I'm sitting there on his couch.
It sounds a little crazy, but you have no idea. My heart skipped beats. It was wild.
Yep.
She wouldn't hug me because I was all dirty.
He was dirty. Oh, and yeah, that's how we first met in person. And hey, stop it! Stop it! And I proved my love to him. Okay, so after that, he would come up to my place in Michigan every month.
Once or twice a month, yeah.
Once or twice a month, and visit or whatever. And then in June, July, it must have been July, I found out I was pregnant. And I was like, shit. I call him up at 5 in the morning, and I'm bawling my eyes out, I'm pregnant, whatever. And he's silent, and then I forgot what you said, but I think it was not what I was expecting. It was like calm, mediocre, or happy, not mediocre.
I was pretty ecstatic, honestly. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had just woke up for work, so you know, thrill wasn't an option at the time. But yeah, I was very happy.
So, we were going to be parents, and we weren't even married yet. But, you know, that's the cool thing to do. And I kind of figured, I personally thought we were going to be together forever. And it didn't bother me that much. That's why I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to get an abortion or adoption or whatever. Honestly, actually, I take that back. I kind of wanted to talk about adoption, but then I knew that we both wanted a kid, so.
I couldn't let that happen.
Yeah, so.
It'd break my heart.
Yeah.
Besides, she's awesome.
She is sometimes. She's napping right now. I'll let you say hi, but yeah. And then throughout my pregnancy, he would come up whenever he could, when he wasn't working, and would visit. And then one time, well, one of many times, the one time he actually came up when there was a false alarm. He stayed up here for almost
It was 3 weeks. 3
weeks?
Yep.
And
I took 3 weeks off work to come take care of you.
And he was supposed to leave like the weekend before I went into labor, and then I went into labor. So he didn't have, well, he left after she was born, and the day I was leaving the hospital. But he didn't leave before she was born, so that's all I cared about, because I wanted him to be there, so.
I wanted to be there for you. That's love, bro.
Yeah.
Lots of it.
And then a few months after that, we got married. And yeah, now we're married.
Here we are.
And he doesn't have a wedding ring.
Do not do the backstroke in a very cold Lake Michigan. It's bad news. Look at this. See that, ladies? Just because it's naked, that means nothing. I have this.
I have my rings.
She doesn't go swimming in cold water.
I do go swimming. My fingers don't shrink.
You just take the cold water challenge.
Yep. Okay. So that's our story. And then one of my people. I don't want to say followers because that sounds really weird. Like one of my followers.
Your disciples.
Yeah, like I'm Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. That was not even funny. One of my fans, because I'm so popular, asked me a question for both of us to answer, and I'm going to ask you and you can answer first, or do you want me to answer first?
I can answer first, that's fine.
Okay. This person asked, when was the first time that you knew you were in love with Marissa and me, Scott?
First time I knew I was in love with you?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good question.
That's what I thought. I was like, wow.
I have to think about this one.
Okay, well, I know. The first time I knew that I was in love with you was, I don't know what we were talking about. It was like a serious thing. And just like, just how you talked to me. I can't remember. You think I remember?
I already know. When we first started talking, it was, I don't know, 2.5 months in after we had actually started being in depth with each other. And I was having a really rough night one night. Panic attacks and, you know, the usual rough night. And I needed someone to talk to, and you instantly gave me your number. And I called you and I talked to you all night. I think that was it. You cared that much about me. Stay up with me all night and take care of me even though you were 400 miles away. Keep her.
Yours is cuter than mine. His was all in depth. Mine just like, oh, when you talk to me.
I am so sorry. Am I interrupting something?
So yeah, that's,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to stare.
it's okay. Okay. On your way. So that's our, video. I can't think of anything else we could talk about. Oh, talk about yourself a little bit, like how old you are and like what you do and stuff, and
So if I'm 21 years old, I'm in love with this beautiful creature that God's blessed me with. I make Corvette parts. Pretty sweet job. I'm gonna have to just brag about that for a minute. I build the 2014 Stingray.
he does.
Awesome. You know it. I don't know, I'm not too exciting. I like to drive fast cars and I like beer.
He likes to run his mouth too.
I do that a lot.
Yep.
Just to irritate people. It's really funny. You?
You admit that you like to irritate me.
It is fun sometimes. Those cute little looks you get on your face, you're like, babe.
Yeah. Alright, so that's that. This is my husband, so stop flirting with me. No, I'm just kidding. No one really flirts with me that much. Really.
If I weren't married to you, I'd flirt with you. I still flirt with you.
Alright, thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you like my Facebook page, just see more things, and subscribe. Bye!